Hi guys, so today we'll start off with creating ads on Facebook. So for you to create ads on Facebook that would lead people off Facebook to a landing page, maybe to your website or wherever you're directing them to, the first thing you have to do is to install the pixels. Now these pixels are just tags you install on the pages you're using for your campaign so that Facebook can stay connected to your landing pages or wherever you're directing people to. So what we'll be doing here on the ads manager will be creating a campaign with conversions. In other words, we're directing people off Facebook. So the first thing we'll do is to set up the conversion pixel, else we can't set up the campaign. So here I have my pixel page, and if you want to get to the pixel page, just hit the three buttons up here, go to all tools, and you'll see pixel over here, and with that you can get to this page. But if you've not done this before, by default, once you're setting up the campaign, Facebook will request for the pixel and it will still bring you over to the pixel page. So what I'll do now, I want to set up the pixel. Now I would manually install it. Now if you don't have a tag manager like Google Tag Manager or something like that, you would have to do it manually by installing it on your website manually. Now there are two types of pixels. There's the base pixel and the event tracking pixel. I'll explain all of that in text. But basically the base pixel will be installed on pages of your website, all pages of your website that you want Facebook to connect with. And then the event tracking pixel will be used to track specific pages which you're using. For example, your landing page, you want to track completions on your landing page, people who performed actions. You use the event tracking pixel to do that. So I'll start off with the base pixel. Now once I insert the base pixel, what I'm going to do next is to insert the event tracking pixel. Now right here, this is my base pixel. Now if you look at this instruction, it says I should install this just before the closing of the header tag. So what I'll do now, I'll go to my website. Now this is a WordPress website. So right here you see where the closing tag of the header, so I'll install it right before it. Now that I've installed it here, I'll just save, and by default the site will pick that information on all pages of that particular site. Okay, so with that done, it's believed that now my site is connected with Facebook. Now if you go to the pixels and it's not yet firing, just leave it, just hold on for a while, it's going to connect. Okay, so with that done, what I'll do next is to go back to my ads manager and go ahead and create my campaign. So my objective, conversions, because I'm leading people off Facebook, and I'll rename this to test. Okay, so after renaming, I'll continue. Now I must tell you, if this is your first time of doing this, you will be asked to create an ads account. Now what you just need to do there basically is to select your country, select the currency you want to pay in, and then you're good to go. Now once you save that, you come here. So now I'm in the first ad set, and I'll call this first ad set test ad set. Okay, so with that done, now you see right here I'm asked for the conversion pixel which I want to use. Now once your pixel is active, it turns green, but if it's not active, if it's not firing, it stays red. All right, okay, good. Now I'm going to choose an event that I want to track here because I have the base pixel installed. So I'll choose an event tracking pixel that I want to use. So I'll just choose view content. For example, I want to track people who view this page, or if it's a page where people purchase, we could use purchase, add to cart, whatever it is. Now these ones are not firing because they are not active. So once I install them on the site and they start firing, they also go green. So I'll just use view content. Now because I have selected view content here, I'll go back to my event tracking and go back to this same place where I came to. But now, instead of installing the base pixel, I'll go to the event tracking pixel and I'll pick an event. So let me pick this. Now, conversion value. So conversion value basically means that for anyone who visits this page, what value can you place on the person? Say it's a page I'm using for sales. I know that anyone who visits or anyone who completes a purchase is worth, say, 5,000, yeah, or 10,000 naira. So I'll just put that there. So this would be conversion value 5,000. Currency, I'll use naira. All right, good. Now I'll copy this and go to the page. So let me pick a page from here and add a new page. Good. Now I'll install that code on that page which I want to track. Alright, so whatever content I have on that page at the end of it or at the beginning, anywhere, I'll just install that and I'll save it. Now, depending on the infrastructure your website is on, but the process is still basically the same anyway. Alright, so with that done, I've installed my event tracking, so I'll be tracking events on that page. So back to my setup page. So now I've selected my conversion tracking pixel, event tracking rather. So now the next thing I have here, I have offers. Now once you use an offer, you can set up an ad. So you either go for an offer or you go for an ad completely. But you can always use the both of them in the same campaign. For example, in this ad set, it could be ads, next ad set, it could be offer, so on and so forth. It's just get creative with it. Do whatever you have planned out, just implement it here. So now I want to create my audience. So starting with the location, I'll go with Nigeria. Now I'm targeting, say, people within the age bracket of 25 to 45. Now whatever age bracket is appropriate within your target audience, always use that. Now language, I could go with English, or if you're not in Nigeria, wherever you are, same thing applies also. Now the demographics, right here is where I go for the detailed targeting. For example, I want people who are within the age bracket of 25 to 45 and have a certain level of education. Okay, say for example, education level, I want people who have graduated from college, or people who are in some college. So I'll just go up here. Now the first one, I have associate degree, high school graduates, in college, in grad school. Now people who have graduated from some college, or people who have graduated from people who have a college degree. So for college graduates, so those are people who have graduated from tertiary institutions. And I could go on and on and on and on and on, selecting more and more and more. So I'll just leave a single parameter there and continue. Now the connection type. The connection type refers to people who have connected to you in a certain way. For example, people who have liked a page you are an admin of, people who have installed your app, people who have responded to an event you've created before. So I don't go for any of this because it narrows down the people I reach, except I have something specific, something targeted to people who have interacted with my business before. But if you've not interacted with my business before, I'm still prospecting. I just leave this blank so that the advertising network can go around the whole audience, everyone on the network, and show them my message. Now if you have something specific, feel free to use a page that you are an admin of, or an app, or people who have responded to your event before. Now the placement, now this is where I choose the placement I want for my ads. Now if you have it on automatic, it will show everywhere within the advertising network, which includes the Facebook feed, the right column, Instagram, anywhere, any of the affiliate networks of Facebook. But if you want it to show in specific places, this is where you tweak it. So you edit placement, but I'll leave it on automatic so I have everybody. Now the budget refers to how much I'm willing to spend. Now mind you, before you get to this point, you ought to have planned out your budget for each platform, like we've done in class during trainings. So after setting all of that up, you come here and input your budget. Now you could input a lifetime budget for this ad set, or you could use a daily budget. I use a lifetime budget and let the platform divide it. So if I have a lifetime budget of $20, say for a period of 5 days, now you can see this, one in here. That's because I've gone for a month on $20. Now let me pick up my calculator. If I should divide that, it tells you how much I'm spending per day. So if I do 20 divided by 30 days, that's 0.6, which is impossible, which is not, I don't know how that will happen, but it's totally impossible to use 6 cents, or rather, yes, 66 cents for a day. So that's not even up to a whole number, and so that's why I'm getting this warning. But you would notice that once I flip this, so if I switch this to a week, so I have from the 12th of October to the 17th. All right, now good. See that everything is okay, no more red flags and that. So if I should do the math, that would be 20 divided by 5, which is approximately $4 per day. All right, so with that said, next here I have what I would have to choose what I want this ad to be optimized for. Now there's another one in here: reset your date. The start date is past. That's because this is 4:17 a.m. and the time is actually 4:26, so it's assumed that this time, right? So 5, good. So we're good to go. Now what I want to optimize this ad for, so if I want clicks or impressions, so I could go for link clicks, and then I would set the bid that I want for this particular ad. So I go here and set my bid, how much I'm willing to bid. I could uncheck this and let the platform go automatic. Let it just set up all of that up for me, or I could go for my bid. So I usually leave that on automatic at the beginning of the campaign so that my ads can compete favorably, and then I would just use that as a guide to now set the bids for whatever I want to set. So now what I mean basically is that I leave it on automatic so that I don't set a bid cap for it, so that the advertising network can allow my ads compete favorably with other ads of other competitors who are in my line of business also. So with that said, I would continue. All right, good. So it's giving me another one here, okay, that this must be at least, so that's a minimum of $5 per day. So I'll just switch this to the 16th, and that should do the trick. Good. So we're good. So I'll flip this. Now I'll pick one of the pages that I have here. All right, so I don't have an Instagram account for this. Good. So I'll use the Facebook page instead. Now, types of ad format, I have the carousel ad format, single image. Now this is for multiple images, where you have all your images swiping across page like that, and this is for the single image. So I'll go for the single image. I'll upload my picture, that's the ad which I want to use, the image which I want to use for that particular tutorial. Now once I select that image, next thing is to put the text around that image. So I've selected one image here. Done. All right, good. So I have this. Okay, so I'll use the desktop. Good. All right, so this is it. Now the next thing I have to do is to input my landing page. Now the landing page refers to the page which I want to direct people to. So let me just pick up a new page. Now ideally you would have a landing page for this, so let me pick up Insight and go for okay, I love photography.com. Good. So let me use this, assuming this is my landing page. I'll pick that up, come back here, input my landing page. Now headline, call it so all right, now the text, this text here would be above the ad, right here, up here. So let me just say okay, so you see that now once I do that here, it shows up here. So but that's if you want it up there, but I want to put mine down. So what photography classes, start your all right, so with that done, you can see what my ad looks like. Yep. And once I'm done with that, I'll hit the confirm button and my ad is ready to go. So that's that for starters. So try that out wherever you have challenges, or just contact me, post your comments below, your question, whatever it is, just do it there. I'll be ready to answer any questions. I'll be posting more videos on more things you could do, so just stay tuned to this channel. All right, bye.